there everyone, Brave the Ninja here, and I'm here with another Elsword skill build video. This time I'm going to be delving into a Knight Emperor PvP build like I promised in the last video. So to start off with, equipment. Notice I've got the 5 out of 5 set for the +7 sparring gear. To be really honest, the gear you take into PvP with you is not really, it really does not matter. Like, it's gonna fall to your taste, so I'm really not gonna delve like really far into it. If you need to work off of something, I'd say get a full set of sparring and get a full like sparring gear set. And work off of the basis that you get with it. So that's pretty much it for gear. I'm gonna move on to skills here. Okay, so personally with my set, I like to take kick with the haste trait, killing blow, armor break, empowered mortal blow, killing blow, iron body, light sonic blade crescent, empowered impact smash, persistent roll, killing blow, Armageddon blade, evil counterattack, and critical rolling smash. The reason I have haste with kick is, it only costs 30 MP, and it's not hard to get 30 MP when you're doing your command attacks, especially if you're just doing X combos, and it just builds up a lot quicker. It just builds up pretty quick. So a kick, it's common knowledge that you just get a knockdown rate reduction of 50, which is actually really good because you can use this in tandem with roll. I believe that also. Actually it doesn't. Oh wait, yes it does. That's if you have the trait. So if you have the persistent trait with roll, it has a knockdown rate reduction by 20. So altogether you have like minus 70 knockdown reduction, especially if you use like one skill after the other without like a command attack in between. Let's see. So killing blow, armor break. Goddamn. So armor break, reduce physical defense by 30%. I remember back then when it used to be like much higher value than that, and God knows that was OP, and it like really demolished people. But hey, let's fucking let's nerf the shit out of Lord Knight back then, right? Anyways, so yeah, you get a physical defense reduction minus 30% inflicted on your opponent with a duration that lasts 7 seconds, and it lasts even longer when you have the killing blow trait. Now this actually works in tandem with Knight Emperor's passive persistence, because let's see. Command attack defense reduction, decrease 50%, duration 5 seconds, and that goes for both dungeons and PvP. And the cool thing is that it's not the same kind of debuff that you inflict using armor breaks, so you technically have like 2 armor breaks on your opponent, so you can just do massive damage in like 1 or 2 combos. Let's see, empowered mortal blow. Since it doesn't come at any extra cost, you can basically just beef it up by 30% in attack power, and it does a pretty nice chunk of damage. On top of that, it's really good for snowballing, so if you have the 100 MP and your opponent's on the ground or something trying to get close to you or whatever, they have like this crazy like attack wall of defense but no super armor, you can definitely throw them off their game with this, or even use it to snowball and like finish someone off for like one last little chunk. Iron body, well, that should go without saying. You just get super armor for like for a few seconds. 7 seconds, and you even get like a damage reduction of 20%. I really miss I really miss the movement speed of it. It was so nice. Good God. But whatever, again, like, I guess, Iron Body is like the one thing that gets like the most nerfed and buffed and whatever uh in Elsword as a character in general. Okay, Sonic Blade Crescent. So this is one of the transcendent skills that you get. Honestly, you can pick this one. You can take Sonic Blade Crescent or just regular Sonic Blade. I think the modded Sonic Blade is a lot better than just regular Sonic Blade, because it attacks faster and it gives you a buff that lets you stun, that has a chance of stunning your opponent, with every command attack, which is fucking OP. And I expect that to get like nerfed hardcore at some point, but enjoy it while it lasts. Let's see. Oh yeah, and if you take Sonic Blade Crescent, I would recommend the resource consumption decrease over this one. This actually makes your attack weaker by comparison. This just means you could spam it. So what, like 80 MP for 80 MP for like a big radius attack. And if you happen to come across a Giant's Potion, it's even bigger than that. Good God. Okay. Empowered Impact Smash. Holy shit. Like, goddamn have I used this in PvP before, and goddamn have people noticed that it sucks in damage. Not like sucks in the fact that it does too little. It sucks that it does a lot. Like, it does a lot of damage. It has a 50% chance for stunning for 2 seconds. That's not even that bad. And even if it doesn't work, it's still a combo carrier, and it only has like a 7-second cooldown, which you could literally kill that time just doing like a couple of Z or X command attacks, then just chaining it with kick, and then like do another couple of attacks, then chain it with roll, and then you're like already back to here with another 50 MP and another 50% chance to just stun your opponent, and while giving them a decent chunk for inactive. And the same can go for armor break. Man, I've hit 20k on an armor break critical, and people have like noticed it and they hated me for it. Armageddon Blade. You need the Boner Blade. That's like a staple in his kit. There's no other reason to not take it. So if you happen to be able to save up 300 MP, by all means, use it. I don't recommend the regenerating trait at all in any instance it can be used in, because it's only a 15% chance of gaining back 150 MP. No, that sucks. Just use the one that makes the Boner Blade last even longer. Evil counterattack. So, okay, this can go like one way or another, and again, it's all dependent on the person playing. Personally, I like to take it into arena when you're just fighting against random people, because you don't know what you're going to go up against. Like, say you're going to go up against a Blade Master, and he's going to start rushing you down. It only costs 10 MP to use it. And, if he comes at you with a Shadow Step, of course, he's most likely going to stab you. If anything, you can use this as a wall. Throw him off, make him flinch, and then go for the counterattack and just, go ham. Let's see. As for the trait, where is it? Here it is. I still wouldn't choose the regenerating trait on this one. It sucks. Like, you're not always going to be successful in getting the counter, but it's also not going to be, unsuccessful. It, again, heavily depends on the user, but this is much better. Burns target MP by 10 each hit, so so you're going to be burning their MP and like possibly stopping like a potential mana break or whatever. But again, this is like highly situational and heavily dependent on the player. You don't have to take this. You could take something else like, I don't know, Power Smash with the light trait, because come on, upon activation at a 33% chance, cooldown is reduced to 0%. Why is it that these regenerating traits are so shitty? But if you don't want to take counter, take Power Smash. It gives you super armor. It gives you a pretty good attack. 415% of your physical attack power in PvP, and the damage is even beefed up by 1.2 times. Last is critical rolling smash. Again, not something you have to take. This is something I personally like to take for, I don't know, like distance closing. Say you're fighting like, I don't know, Deadly Chaser, like Code Battle Seraph or something, and you need to like bust through their like super awesome like laser bullet spamming Fiesta. This gives you super armor and you can just blast right through them. Close distance, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just close distance, probably throw them off their attacks, and just start getting combos off. Again, it's another skill you can replace with Power Smash, or let me see, I don't know, yeah, just Power Smash. I would recommend Power Smash if anything. There's nothing else is really like PvP worthy, and everything else should just like stay in dungeons. And then Hyper. Now that we have this here, you always expect everyone to have a Hyper. That's pretty much all it can say to you. I'm gonna now discuss titles, like I should have discussed earlier. So for PvP, for PvP, like, if you're one of the people that actually did the grinding before, clips went out, then, this isn't a bad thing to have, because this will just randomly throw up a barrier at you with a basically 5% chance of damage reduction, 100% for 3 seconds when attacked. So you can basically just, like, kind of farm up mana to pull off, like, another attack or something. And another cool thing about it is that it gives you, like, say you're already pushed to the verge of death and your HP goes all the way down, and when receiving a fatal attack, the HP will remain 1 and become invincible for 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to try and turn a freaking fight around, but it's honestly kind of iffy. Like, say your opponent has like poison or fire or something that'll just burn away your health a little bit, or little by little over time. If they get the 3 stacks or like even 1 stack or something, and it just like barely gets placed like right when this activates, after those 3 seconds you're just automatically gonna die. That's it. That's not even this effect is like really like, it's only so situational and it'll only work so much. Another thing is that it throws all of your skills into cooldown, so when you get back up, nothing is going to be available to you except anything that has like less than 5 seconds cooldown, and that might not even be enough to like really turn the fight around. You just need to make the most out of the 3 seconds to potentially try and catch your opponent. But even I wouldn't really like rely on it heavily. So your best bet is to try and end the fight before it gets to that point, because you can potentially just lose. Like, you could just potentially lose, like, outright. Resistant to Destiny is a good one to take into PvP. So Shadow's Descent. I know I recommended these for the dungeon videos, but hey, they're really versatile to have. And again, if you're someone that has this, then you've pretty much got a really good title for PvPing and dungeoning. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys found this helpful in any way. If you've got any if you got any ways that you like to build your Knight Emperors, or Lord Knights, or rather Transcendent Lord Knights, then go ahead and post them up in the comments. The cards are on the table and open for discussion. As for what gear, that's also open for discussion. Accessories and yada yada, titles, that's all open for discussion. Anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.